everybody, Samita here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's finish the tarot cards and their readings, shall we? All the major arcana cards, 22 of them. Let's get into it. This is part 3 of the Indian tarot series. So we left off at the Hangman and we have quite a few cards left. So the Hangman was the 12th card. The 13th card is Yama, the death card. Interpretation. Yama, death, is the 13th trump or major arcana card. The death card does not mean physical death. Rather, the death card portrays symbolic death, a change or transformation. Often it heralds the end of a familiar or more comfortable mode. It conveys a release, casting of the past, looking to the future, transformation, a turning point, change of personality, complete change in one's way of life and circumstances, or a new cycle of events. Reversed, ungrounded, the card signifies a difficult transition, a prolonged upheaval, or an unpleasant change. Perhaps it even brings a whole new set of principles which will guide you spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, and help you to break new grounds. Yama, the saga. Yama is the god of death and the embodiment of the rule of law and imparts justice according to the deeds of each person. He is to uphold justice and is an adjudicator after death. With the duties of god of death, he was also given the duties of custodian or protector of dharma. Dharma is the law or way of the universe or cosmos. With this extra duty, he was given the title Dharma Raja or the Lord of Dharma. So, this is what the death card looks like. That is Lord Yama. So, yeah, I mean, this is considered to be one of Tarot's most negative cards, but that's because nobody likes change, that's all, and transformation can be painful. But yes, the death card means the end of something, the beginning of something else, and that doesn't always have to be bad. So, moving on to the 14th card, Temperance. Ardhanadeshwara. So, here they're depicting Temperance with Ardhanadeshwara. Ardhanadeshwara, Temperance, is a card of harmony, and its appearance shows that your inner power is ready to heal and make you stronger. Taken literally, temperance means finding the middle ground, showing moderation, experiencing harmony and balance. This is a strong card indicating that you are able to wield your own strength to attract prosperity and success. Reversed, before you can achieve harmony in your relationships with the people around you, you must make peace with yourself. In addition to its literal meaning of temperance or moderation, the temperance card can often be interpreted as a need for blending the opposites within you. Ardhanadeshwara, the saga. In Sanskrit, Ardhanadeshwara means half female lord. Actually, it's half male, half female, equal halves. Lord Shiva in an androgynous form is considered as male on the right side and female on the left. Shiva is genderless and inseparable from his female energy. It is conjectured that by wresting from her husband one half of his body as her own and mingling in his physical frame, Parvati obtained an ideal archetypal union with her husband. Ardhanadeshwara is a perfect master of two contrary elements in the manifest universe. In Shiva, the Ida, feminine, and the Pingala, masculine, nadis, psychic nerve currents, are balanced so that the Sushumna flow of Kundalini is ever active. In the unity of Ardhanadeshwara, all opposites are reconciled as any duality fades away into the one source. Now, Ida Pingala, Sushumna Nadis are, you learn that in yoga and pranayama. So I'll not get into that now. But if you do know, hey, welcome to the club. This is how they're depicting the card. I have the cards too, so this is how they're being depicted. All right, next we have the 15th card, that is the devil card or the Asura in Sanskrit. This is also considered to be a negative card. The card interpretation bound to a particular idea, material obsession, and manipulation of power. Asura, the devil card, is a wake up call and acts as a warning to you of the dangers of being wrapped up in anything that is unhealthy, relationships, habits, and situations. If reversed, the devil is a card of self bondage to an idea or belief which prevents a person from growing or being healthy. The devil more accurately represents our bondage to material things rather than to any evil persona. It also indicates an obsession or addiction to fulfilling our own earthly based desires. Should the devil represent a person, it will most likely be the one who is persuasive, aggressive, and controlling. Asura, the saga. Asura in Indian mythology represents a power seeking and a power hungry demon. The Danavas, Asuras, and Daityas are synonyms to this concept. Indian Asuras were part of the Vedic culture and descendants of kings and sages. They were not necessarily evil, but had certain character flaws that led to their downfall. Symbolically, Asura's horns refer to being in the clutches of egotistical behavior. The snake in the Asura represents Nahusha, who became drunk with power and was turned into a serpent, a creature of darkness unable to see the light. The Asura's head is an exaggeration of sorts, reminding us not to take ourselves too seriously. I don't see a snake in this picture. Maybe it's there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it's kind of. Oh, yeah! Is that. No, I don't see a snake. Anyway, that's the demon. uh, Yeah, I mean, multiple people can misinterpret situations based on the person they're reading with when this card comes up differently, and you do need to have a certain intuition to know if the card is referring to the person's ego or actual dangers at the hand of someone else who's manipulative. The devil card can come up a lot for such um, energies as well, situations. Next, we have the Tower card, which is another difficult card. Not necessarily, but sometimes it's considered a difficult card. In Yes or No Tarot, when you ask Tarot a question and the Tower card comes up, it usually means no. So, the Tower is the 16th card. Interpretation. Actually, let me show you the Tower picture first. I've been showing the picture at last. That's what it looks like. The tower may bring in unexpected change, a sudden shift in perceptions, a burst of insight, a seeing through illusions or plans being disrupted. Disillusionment and confusion are natural reactions to the tower card. However, the overthrow of an old way of life may lead to true enlightenment ahead. Reverse, the Tower card immediately follows the Devil card, revealing after the self bondage of the Devil. The Tower is a self correcting card. So, the concept of danda, like repercussions, consequences, facing them, then learning your lesson. Yeah. The Tower shows us the basic fact of spiritual life change brings growth, and the querent will be forced to take a new direction forced to take a new direction. A reassessment of current beliefs may actually help you reach a new level of understanding. Kila the Saga. A Kila is a fortress in ancient literature of India. Kilas were normally, I don't know if it's pronounced Kila to be honest. Kilas are normally situated on surmountable hilltops and stood like bastions against the enemy forces. A tower is often a phallic symbol of materialism, pride, imprisonment, patriarchy, false institutions, false power, false protection, and dominant supremacy. Well, okay, we are zooming through today. Then we have the 17th card, which is the star, Tara. The card interpretation. Tara the star is the best card in the entire deck, in my opinion. Okay. It marks a point where fortune smiles upon us, lighting up our dreams, hopes, and wishes with the promise of fulfillment and manifestation. Beautiful. There are a few cards more positive than the star because when it appears in your life, it is nothing less than a beacon of hope and inspiration. Yay! Reversed, in times of darkness, it shows that there is a way out and tells you not to worry, for illumination and freedom are at hand. All you need is something in which to place your faith, so trust in yourself and in whatever powers you believe control the universe to help you through difficult times. Let the infinite energy of the star warm you and rejuvenate your soul to provide the strength and the clarity of purpose you need to continue on your journey. Tara the Saga. Tara is a Sanskrit word meaning star. We hear echoes of her name in the Latin Terra, Mother Earth, the goddess of universal compassion. Tara represents virtuous and enlightened action. It is said that her compassion for living beings is stronger than a mother's love for her children. She also brings about longevity, protects earthly travel, and guards her followers on their spiritual journey to enlightenment. So, that's a nice card. Then we have the moon, which is the 18th card. The card interpretation, you need to keep your eyes open with this card. Chandra, the moon card, indicates duality. It also shows illusion, deception, and uncertainty. The moon has a habit of casting things and experiences in a different light. Things are not quite how they seem. Be wary of the illusion created by the moon. Reverse, this card indicates indulgence in fantasies, losing direction and purpose, having unrealistic ideas, misapprehending the truth, and letting your imagination rule your mind. Rather than escaping into delusion and losing control of reality, Give form to this imagery by developing your creative and psychic powers. Moon, the saga. Soma is the moon god, also known as Chandra. According to a legend, Surya nourishes the moon with water from the ocean when Soma is exhausted by the many beings that feed upon its substance. It is believed that during half the month, 36,000 divinities feed on Soma and thus assure their immortality. This account neatly combines the two aspects of Soma as the nectar from which the gods derive their strength and as the moon that waxes and wanes. The legend of the banishment of Soma by Brahma to the outer atmosphere can be interpreted as yet another myth explaining how intoxicants came to be banned. Okay, that was a little confusing, but kind of like a mixed interpretation. But kind of got the gist, right? Then, of course, after the moon, we have the sun card, Surya. This is a positive card again. It's the 20th card. We're almost done. The sun, Surya. The card interpretation: when Surya, the sun, shines on you, it provides new ways of resolving problems, new perspectives, and fresh viewpoints. Glory, gains, riches, confidence, strength, and self assurance abound within. You are in a state of equanimity and well being, for the sun brings in abundance, achievement, joy, and happiness. Surya, the saga. For some reason, there's no reversed for the sun, but I'm guessing it's the opposite of abundance, achievement, joy, and happiness, or just obstacles on that path. Anyway, Surya, the saga. In Hindu mythology, Surya is the lord of excellence and wisdom. Even today, people place the symbol of the sun over their shops because they think it will bring them good fortune. The sun god, who is also known as Narayana or Vishnu, the soul of all the worlds, is situated in outer space between the upper and lower portions of the universe. The sun represents well being itself. In India, all rituals are sun centered. Surya Namaskar in ancient Indian yoga is the art of solar vitalization. It is a complete meditative technique in itself as it includes asanas, pranayama, mantras, and mudras. It has got three aspects: a form of vital energy and rhythm. I guess that's why they've, you know, added this yogasana silhouette. So that was the 20th card. On to the 21st card, the Judgment card. I don't know if you can see it. The card interpretation. Jyoti slash the Judgment card comes up in a reading when we are at a crossroads and it is time to resurrect a new phase of life. It comes at a pivotal time when we must be honest with ourselves and rise up to the challenges of life. Judgment signifies the start of a new journey guided by lessons learned in the past. It represents the culmination of your life's experiences and is about rebirth and resurrection. Reversed, this card indicates wasted opportunities, indecision leading to delay, fear of the unknown, postponement of results, guilt, and blame. This is an inspiring card. It indicates that higher energies are in motion to assist us in living a new, fresh, and wonderful life. The card urges you to take renewed decisions as new doors are opening and awakening to a new possibility. Jyoti, the saga. Param Jyoti is the supreme light, the higher splendor of realization, the merging of one's imagined self into the universal self. It is the way of the Buddha that teaches man to feel what is beyond and thus to be freed from being imprisoned in any temporal aspect of life. When man achieves nirvana, he will be able to see how everything is integrated into one whole. One must transcend suffering and must seize the cycle of arising and cessation to become one with the Absolute, to walk the same path as the Buddha, to attain Paramajyoti. The imagery of light is extraordinarily prevalent in many of the Buddhist scriptures. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's basically the Buddha. Okay, self explanatory. Last card, we made it, guys. The word card or the Brahman. It is basically a picture of Lord Brahma. The card interpretation. With the appearance of the Brahman slash world card, the life cycle started by the Fool has come to an end. To know about the Fool card, go to part 1 of this series. It is a time of achievement, success, happiness, and of course, endings. Similar in appearance to the Wheel of Fortune, the world card is of balance with your inner and outer realities. On a more mundane level, the card embodies the completion of a long, sometimes difficult journey. It signifies a sense of wholeness, dynamic balance, realization of your goals, prosperity, and seeing your dreams come true. Reversed, the world card, being the last card in the deck of cards, symbolizes the end of a journey as being the natural conclusion of life. The spiritual goal of a Hindu is to become one with the Brahman. This freedom is referred to as moksha, salvation from the never ending cycle of life and death. Until salvation is achieved, a Hindu believes that he or she will be repeatedly reincarnated in order that he or she may work towards self realization of the truth being that only the Brahman exists. Brahman, the saga. As the source of dharma, the metaphysical ordering principles inherent in the design of the cosmos, Brahman can be viewed as the absolute truth, as the final goal of all reality. Brahman is also the final cause, being the source of all reality. Brahman is the only substantial truth that exists. Okay, so I guess this is kind of like a, connecting the dots kind of culmination card. Those are all the 22 major arcana cards, you guys. We made it um, through the whole deck. These cards are huge, by the way. They're like almost the size of my face. Thank you so much for watching. And if you follow this series through and through, I thoroughly enjoyed reading them out to you. I have just started doing tarot readings coupled with intuitive readings. And I've been doing astrology readings for a while now. And I will put out a link in my description so that you all can have access to booking those readings with me online. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications so we can stay connected. And I will see you next time. Bye.